How's it going, YouTubers? Gonna give you a demo of RCBS's Turret Press in the next few minutes. I want to take a couple minutes and say, so I just got this set up, been playing around with it a little bit. As some of you may know, seen my videos before, I've played around with their single stage rock chucker. I also have a Lee Turret Press that I have set up here right next to it that I probably be reviewing as well later. But for the moment being, going to focus on the RCBS Turret Press. So initial impressions, it's well built like you would expect from any RCBS product. It's got the ambi lever here, so if you're left-handed, right-handed, however you choose to operate it. It's got a smooth stroke. Definitely well built, very solid. Impressed by those features. I'm going to hit on the things I like initially. So yeah, very strong, very well built. Not going to be disappointed with it as far as operability initially. My impression is it's used, or would be better used as almost a single stage press that you can set up. What I have it set up here with is I have a bullet sizing die on one side. I was sizing some cast 308 bullets, putting gas checks on them. The other side I have a 300 blackout full length sizing die. So I was just doing some of those. I could show that here, operability real quick. And I say it'd be better used as a single stage because the manual operation is just something I don't see an individual would use regularly for continuous use the way you would on the Lee turret press. So these casings here are 300 blackout again, already been sized and deprimed, but smooth stroke. You can see come out sized, decapped very nicely. A couple impressions about that as well. Here's the spent primer catch. As you can see, it's I would call it less than optimal. The one I have here, I actually put some electrical tape on. It just kept cracking in half. That's about the quality that you know, I would expect from a very low level company, not like RCBS. So it does catch the spent primers, and you can see there are a handful in here. That being said, I'm just not a fan of the design. Here's one that dropped on by the side. I'll catch it in there. And this just rests in here in these two little holes here. And that's, again, meant to be ambidextrous. You can switch sides depending on how you want it. If you're familiar with RCBS, you know that there's the primer tube. Again, for me, I'm just not a fan of that model. I think the Lee, I think a few other models have just better all-around priming and depriming mechanisms. One of the other things I'll hit real quick here, you can't see it great, but I'll just lift this up and pull around. The actual priming mechanism, you set that up. I'm just not impressed with it. I don't like it a whole lot. Some of you may like it. Just doesn't work for me. I think there's way better options out there. And then along those lines, if you look in here, there's actually a little toggle in there. So what that's meant to do is it slides back and forth. When you prime, you'll see, you know, if I went on the downstroke, that would push over. And what that does is it pushes over, allows you to prime the casing, and then when you're depriming, so there you can kind of see it moving. When you're depriming, it's supposed to fall back and direct the spent primers into the plastic tray there. My experience, I've only been using it a very little bit. It just doesn't work well. It gets stuck on one side or the other, so I can't say I'm a fan of it. I would argue this turret press being, again, manual rotation, I don't even know how to take off and replace turret heads yet. They're about 50 bucks. Probably won't spend that, probably won't ever do it. Versus the Lee turret press, they're $10. They're very easy to swap out. But I like this for rifle cartridges, doing bullet sizing, full length sizing on rifle casings. Anything where you're going to be doing a lot of stationary, effectively, you know, treating it like a single stage press, but without having to put in a new die every time you want to switch to bullet seating or crimping. This allows you just to quickly move between the different stages, and I do like that. For 250 bucks, I think is what I got in it. It's definitely a well-built press. I don't think you'd be disappointed with it. If I had to make a recommendation, I would recommend getting the Lee Turret Press better for roughly 100 bucks. But I like RCBS stuff. If you've seen some of my other videos, I'm definitely a fan of a lot of the products they make. I have the Pro Chucker 5 I'm going to be reviewing. I've done as I mentioned, the Rock Chucker, I think it's the Junior 3 review. So that's my initial take on this. If y'all have any questions or you are reviewing it as well, I'll be happy to hear from you.